Imagine a castle so grand it seems to rise from a fairy tale. This is the Château de Chambord. It stands proudly in the heart of France. You will find it in the beautiful Loire Valley, a region famous for its magnificent castles. The castle is surrounded by a vast forest, a green ocean of trees. When you see Chambord for the first time, its sheer size and beauty take your breath away. Its white stone walls reflect in the calm waters of the Chateau River, creating a picture of perfect harmony between nature and human creation. It is a true spectacle, a vision that has captivated visitors for centuries. The appearance of Chambord is truly unique. It does not look like a normal fortress meant for war. Instead, it looks like a fantasy palace. The roof is a forest of towers, spires, and chimneys, all pointing towards the sky. It is often called a rooftop city because there are so many details to see. From a distance, it looks like the skyline of a magical town. The castle's design is symmetrical and ordered, yet filled with playful and ornate decorations. This mix of grandeur and delicate detail makes Chambord an unforgettable sight, a testament to the ambitious dreams of a powerful king. The castle was not built to be a permanent home. It was a symbol. It was a place for the king to show his immense power and wealth to the world. He wanted everyone, from French nobles to foreign ambassadors, to be amazed by his creation. The location itself, deep within the Sologne forest, was chosen for a specific reason: hunting. The king and his court would come here for grand hunting parties, escaping the busy life of the royal court for the pleasures of the countryside. Chambord was a stage for royal entertainment and political display, a magnificent hunting lodge fit for a king. To this day, and for many years to come, the magic of Chambord is still very much alive. Visitors from all over the world come to walk through its halls and gardens. They come to experience a piece of French history. The castle is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a treasure that is protected for future generations to enjoy. When you stand before it, you are not just looking at a building, you are looking at a story. It is a story of art, ambition, and the enduring spirit of the French Renaissance. A story that continues to inspire awe and wonder in all who visit. The story of Chambord begins with a young and ambitious king, Francis I. He was a great patron of the arts and was deeply inspired by the Italian Renaissance. After seeing the magnificent buildings in Italy, he wanted to create something even more spectacular in France. He decided to build a castle that would be a masterpiece of architecture, a symbol of his reign. Construction began in the year 1519. It was a massive project that would take many decades to complete, continuing long after the king's death. His vision was to blend traditional French medieval castle forms with the new, elegant styles of the Italian Renaissance. This unique combination of styles is what makes Chambord so special. You can see the French influence in the massive corner towers, which look like those of a medieval fortress. But these towers are not for defense. They are purely decorative. The Italian influence is seen in the symmetry, the open loggias, and the ornate details. It is widely believed that the great Italian artist and inventor, Leonardo da Vinci, may have contributed to the design. He was living in France at the time as a guest of King Francis I. This connection adds another layer of mystery and genius to the castle's origins. The king poured enormous resources into building his dream castle. Thousands of workers were needed to cut the stone, transport the materials, and construct the elaborate structure. The project was so vast that it was never fully completed according to the original plans. Francis I himself only spent a very short time at the castle, perhaps only 72 days in total during his entire reign. For him, the act of building Chambord was more important than living in it. It was a statement of his cultural and political power, a permanent monument to his legacy. Over the centuries, other rulers added their own touches to the chateau. King Louis XIV, the famous Sun King, also loved Chambord. He often visited for hunting parties and grand theatrical performances, even having plays by the great Molière performed there for the first time. He completed the royal apartments and had the surrounding marshes drained to create the beautiful gardens we see today. Later, Napoleon gave the castle to one of his marshals. Each new owner left a small mark, but the original vision of Francis I remains the heart and soul of this incredible place. When you step inside Chambord, you enter a world of incredible scale and ingenuity. The castle is a labyrinth of rooms and corridors. It contains an astonishing 426 rooms, enough to house the entire royal court. To keep this vast space warm during the cold winters, there are 282 fireplaces, each one a work of art with unique carvings and decorations. Imagine the effort it took just to keep the fires lit. Navigating this immense structure is made possible by 77 different staircases, which wind their way through the castle's many levels, connecting the grand halls with the private apartments. The most famous feature inside Chambord is, without a doubt, the double-helix staircase. It is the centerpiece of the castle, a true marvel of design. The staircase is made of two separate spirals that twist around a central, hollow core. This means that two people can use the staircase at the same time, one going up and one going down, without ever meeting. They can, however, see each other through the openings in the central column. This clever and playful design is often attributed to the genius of Leonardo da Vinci, and it perfectly captures the spirit of the Renaissance. The purpose of this extraordinary staircase was both practical and theatrical. It allowed for the smooth flow of people through the heart of the building, preventing traffic jams as the king and his large entourage moved between floors. But it was also a form of entertainment. The king and his courtiers could play games, ascending one spiral while watching friends ascend the other. It was a stage for seeing and being seen, a key part of courtly life. The staircase leads all the way up to the rooftop terraces, offering a grand finale to the architectural journey. From these rooftop terraces, you can truly appreciate the complexity and beauty of the castle's design. You are surrounded by an incredible collection of chimneys, turrets, and lanterns, all intricately carved. It feels like you are walking through a small, magical city in the sky. Looking out, you see the vast forest stretching to the horizon. This view reinforces the castle's purpose. It was a place from which the king could survey his domain, a symbol of his control over both the built world and the natural world around it. The land surrounding the Château de Chambord is just as impressive as the building itself. The castle is set within a huge walled park known as the Domaine National de Chambord. This park covers over 5,440 hectares, making it the largest enclosed forest park in all of Europe. The wall that surrounds it is 32 kilometers long. This vast wilderness was the king's private hunting ground, filled with red deer and wild boar. The forest was essential to Chambord's identity. It was not just a castle with a garden, it was a royal hunting estate, a place where the king could indulge his passion for the hunt. Chambord's importance goes far beyond its use as a hunting lodge. It is a powerful symbol of the French Renaissance and a turning point in architecture. It represents the moment when France embraced new ideas from Italy and combined them with its own traditions to create something entirely new and breathtaking. The castle's design influenced French architecture for generations. It is a textbook example of how a building can be used to project power, prestige, and cultural sophistication. Chambord was not just built with stone, it was built with ideas. The castle's history is a mirror of French history itself. It has witnessed the reigns of kings, the turmoil of the French Revolution, and the changes of the modern era. During World War II, it was used as a safe place to hide precious artworks from the Louvre Museum, including the Mona Lisa. This act protected some of the world's greatest cultural treasures from harm. The castle has been a royal palace, a private estate, and now a public monument cherished by the nation. It stands as a silent witness to centuries of history, its stones holding countless stories. In conclusion, the Château de Chambord is much more than just a beautiful castle. It is the embodiment of a king's dream, a masterpiece of architectural innovation, and a priceless historical treasure. To visit Chambord is to step back in time and experience the grandeur of the French court, its magnificent double-helix staircase, its forest of chimneys, and its vast wild park, all combine to create an unforgettable experience. Chambord is a place of wonder that reminds us of the incredible things that can be achieved when ambition and art come together. It is a jewel of France that will continue to shine for centuries to come. Like and subscribe for more amazing destinations.